Theft has become more rampant than ever before in our industry. The FBI estimates 15 to 30 billion a year is stolen from truck drivers' loads. Every day, at least one of the containers we are going to pull has a seal problem, whether it be broken or mismatched, or if someone has already stolen from the load. Don't become a victim. In this video, we will be discussing the importance of seal integrity and what you should do to avoid claims. We cannot stress the importance of seal integrity enough. In some cases, a broken seal is worse than stolen merchandise can be. In the case of loads of food, the entire load can end up being considered a loss because of a missing seal or a seal number that doesn't match. You can also face criminal or civil trials if your seal is broken. And if it is a seal issue, the insurance will not pay on a food load. You will be the number one suspect, so it's critical for your own safety that you protect the load, and by protecting it, you protect yourself. With all that said, it's very simple to avoid trouble. If you're making a delivery when you arrive at the ramp to get the container, after you hook up and start your pre-trip inspection, pull out your tablet first and see if there is a seal number in the load. It won't be on the first page. You need to click the section marked Billing. In there, if we have the seal number, you'll see it in the load. Make sure it matches the actual physical seal on the container. Consider taking a photo for yourself. This is always a smart practice to protect yourself. If you have a bill of lading for this move, check the BOL for the physical seal number. If the seal doesn't match any of these checks, contact the office. Tug on the seal and make sure it is intact. Sometimes the seal appears intact, but it's not. You need to give it a tug to make sure it's actually on there correctly. Make sure to check it really hard because thieves use elaborate tricks to make it look intact. If the seal is broken, report this to dispatch, but you will also need to go through the steps of getting the ramp to reseal the container. You should not put your own seal on. It must be resealed by the appropriate ramp personnel. When you arrive at the outgate, make sure the seal number the ramp system is showing is the same as the physical seal on the back of the unit. If you're picking up the container from somewhere else, like the JAS yard, make sure to check the seal before taking the unit out of the yard. If you need to make a stop at a truck stop and go to the bathroom or any other reason for stopping, make sure to check your seal every time you park and before you leave wherever you stopped. When you arrive at the delivery location, make sure your seal number is present on the POD, and make sure the box marked seal intact is marked. If it isn't, you could be held responsible and possibly charged with theft of good and interstate commerce. On a pickup, you are doing the same steps. A seal must always be applied whenever you're hauling a loaded container. So at the pickup, make sure your seal is somewhere in the bill of lading before leaving the receiver. Anytime you need to make a stop en route to in-gating the load, make sure your seal is the same number and is still intact on the load. At your in-gate location, make sure the J1 has the same seal as is physically on the container.